3. 15. Heb 10. 28. His death and burial. Moses' brother Aaron died at the age of 123 years, while Israel was encamped at Mount Hor, on the frontier of Edom, in the 5th month of the 40th year of their journey. Moses took Aaron into the mountain, stripped off Aaron's priestly garments, and clothed Aaron's oldest living son and successor, Eleazar, with them. New 20. 22-29. 33. 37-39. About 6 months later, Israel arrived at the plains of Moab. Here Moses, in a series of discourses, explained the law to the assembled nation, enlarging upon it with adjustments that would be necessary when Israel changed from nomadic camp life to a settled one in their own land. In the 12th month of the 40th year in the spring of 1473 BCE he announced to the people that, according to Jehovah's appointment, Joshua would succeed him as leader. Joshua was then commissioned and exhorted to be courageous. The 31. 1-3, 23. Finally, after reciting a song and blessing the people, Moses went up into Mount Nebo according to Jehovah's command, first to view the promised land from this mountain vantage point, then to die. The 32. 48-51. 34. 1-6. Moses was 120 years of age at the time of his death. Testifying to his natural strength, the Bible comments, his eye had not grown dim, and his vital strength had not fled. He was buried by Jehovah in a location never since discovered. The 34. 5-7. Likely, this was to prevent the Israelites from being ensnared into false worship by making a shrine of his grave. Evidently the devil desired to use Moses' body for some such purpose, for Jude, the Christian disciple and half-brother of Jesus Christ, writes, when Michael the archangel had a difference with the devil and was disputing about Moses' body, he did not dare to bring a judgment against him in abusive terms, but said, may Jehovah rebuke you. Jude 9. Before crossing over into Canaan under the leadership of Joshua, Israel observed a 30-day mourning period for Moses. The 34. 8. A prophet Jehovah knew face to face. When Miriam and Aaron challenged Moses' authority, Jehovah told them, if there came to be a prophet of yours for Jehovah, it would be in a vision I would make myself known to him. In a dream I would speak to him. Not so my servant Moses. He is being entrusted with all my house. Mouth to mouth I speak to him, thus showing him, and not by riddles. And the appearance of Jehovah is what he beholds. Why, then, did you not fear to speak against my servant, against Moses? New 12. 6-8. The conclusion of the book of Deuteronomy describes Moses' privileged standing with Jehovah. But there has never yet risen up a prophet in Israel like Moses, whom Jehovah knew face to face, as respecto textui acute miritra longo. Moses 440 had beheld God with his own eyes, instead of merely having a mental vision or a dream in which he heard God speak, which was the usual way in which God communicated with his prophets. Jehovah's dealings with Moses were so real that Moses reacted as if he had seen the one who is invisible. Heb 11. 27. Evidently the impression made on Moses was similar to the effect of the Transfiguration vision on Peter centuries later. The vision was so real to Peter that he began to participate in it, speaking but not realizing what he was saying. Luke 9. 28-36. And the Apostle Paul likewise experienced a vision that was so real that he later said of himself, whether in the body I do not know, or out of the body I do not know. God knows. 2 Co 12. 1-4. No doubt Joshua's extraordinary success in establishing Israel in the promised land came, to an extent, by reason of the fine qualities inculcated in him by Moses' training and example. Joshua was Moses' minister from his young manhood on. New 11. 28. Evidently he was army commander under Moses x 17. 9, 10 and was close to Moses as his attendant in many experiences. X 24. 13. 33. 11. To 3. 21. Prefigured Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ made clear that Moses had written about him, for on one occasion he told his opponents, if you believe Moses you would believe me, for that one wrote about me. Job 5. 46. Commencing at Moses and all the prophets, when in the company of his disciples, Jesus interpreted to them things pertaining to himself in all the scriptures. Luke 24. 27, 44. See also Job 1. 45. Among the things Moses wrote concerning Christ Jesus are Jehovah's words. A prophet I shall raise up for them from the midst of their brothers, like you. And I shall indeed put my words in his mouth, and he will certainly speak to them all that I shall command him. 18. 19. The Apostle Peter, in quoting this prophecy, left no doubt that it referred to Jesus Christ. Act 3. 19-23. In many ways there was pictorial correspondency between these two great prophets, Moses and Jesus Christ. In infancy both escaped the wholesale slaughter ordered by the respective rulers of their time. Acts 1. 22. 2. 1-10. Mount 2. 13-18. Moses was called out of Egypt with